No one survives facing Deathworlder Special Forces. Here's why. The war had dragged on for years. Skirmishes across border systems, blockades choking trade lanes, and entire worlds caught in the crossfire. Yet the coalition's generals kept whispering about one enemy unit in particular. A force whispered about more than fleets, more than orbital bombardments. They were called the Deathworlder Special Forces. Even among humans, the title carried weight. These weren't regular soldiers. They were handpicked from Earth's most extreme environments, divers who thrived in frozen oceans, climbers who laughed at thin air, desert survivalists who could live on a mouthful of water for days. Now armed with bleeding-edge weapons and dropped behind enemy lines, they were living nightmares. The coalition had dismissed them as myth. Until today. First contact. Lieutenant Karvek of the Vayari Dominion led his squad into the ruined city on Archon 7. The air was heavy with dust, the ruins echoing with distant thunder. His soldiers were veterans, armed with plasma rifles and armor plates strong enough to withstand shrapnel storms. Command says the humans have a team here, his adjutant whispered. Karvek snorted. One squad of apes. Let them come. We outnumber them 4-1. But the city was too quiet. A shadow flickered between broken towers. A soldier went down, his throat slit before anyone registered movement. Another screamed as a tripwire detonated, hurling shrapnel through his armor. Karvek roared for order. Eyes up. They are only flesh. Then the comms crackled with static. A low, calm voice in accented Vayari speech whispered, "You are already surrounded." The hunt. Panic rippled through the squad. They opened fire at shadows, blasting holes in walls and rubble. Nothing. Then the humans struck. One dropped from above, slamming a soldier into the ground with bone-snapping force before vanishing back into smoke. Another fired a single suppressed shot that punched clean through 2 helmets. The Vayari fired back wildly, but the humans were never where they expected. They moved like predators, silent, deliberate, merciless. Karvek's heart pounded. He had fought beasts before, razor-limbed raptors on jungle worlds, scaled leviathans beneath molten seas. But this was something different. Beasts fought with hunger. These humans fought with intent. The trap. Karvek tried to regroup his surviving soldiers inside a collapsed courthouse. Barricade. We hold here. But the humans had anticipated it. The moment the Vayari sealed the entrance, explosions rocked the foundation. Dust poured from the ceiling. Grenades bounced inside. Smoke filled the chamber. Shapes emerged, dark figures in adaptive armor, eyes glowing faintly in the haze. They moved as one, weapons whispering death. The Vayari fired blindly, screaming. One by one, they fell. Each shot from the humans was measured, precise. A mercy compared to being left alive and panicked. Karvek himself fired until his rifle clicked empty. His mandibles quivered with dread. "What are you?" he shouted into the smoke. One of the humans stepped forward, helmet visor sliding open. A woman's face stared at him, streaked with grime, calm as a glacier. "We're Deathworlders," she said flatly. "And you chose the wrong world to fight." Then she struck him across the skull, and darkness consumed him. The aftermath. Hours later, Coalition scouts entered the ruins, following the emergency beacon of Karvek's unit. They found silence. Buildings reduced to rubble. The air reeked of smoke and blood. The only survivors were 2 trembling Vayari soldiers, their armor stripped, weapons destroyed, their minds shattered. One kept muttering, "Shadows, they come from shadows." The other simply wept, whispering, "No one survives them. No one." The scouts found no trace of the humans, no bodies, no footprints, no energy signatures. As though the special forces had never existed. But the message was clear, carved into a broken wall in blood and ash. Don't follow US. Classified debrief, recovered transmission. From Commander Ailrose, Coalition Military Intelligence. To High Council Defense Committee. Subject: Encounter with human Deathworlder Special Forces. Counselors, I submit this report not as speculation, but as warning. We engaged what was confirmed to be a single squad of human Deathworlder Special Forces on Archon 7. Estimated numbers, 12. Casualties inflicted, over 100 Dominion troops, including armored support. Survivors, negligible. Their tactics defy standard doctrine. They do not hold ground, they dissolve into it. They do not break lines, they become the line's ending. Their biology allows them to endure toxins, heat, and starvation that would kill our troops. Their psychology is worse. They choose to enter environments where even machines fail, and they thrive. I advise this committee. Never underestimate their adaptability. Never assume safety in numbers. And never, ever corner them. The term Special Forces does not do justice. They are predators weaponized by experience, armed with human stubbornness, and driven by a refusal to lose. No one survives facing them. Epilogue. Deep within their ship, the squad of human Special Forces stripped their gear in silence. Sergeant Ramirez looked around at her team, each alive, each unscathed. Command will call it another ghost operation, she said dryly. A younger soldier grinned. Ghosts don't leave survivors. Ramirez shrugged. Maybe we wanted someone to spread the story. The squad chuckled quietly. Outside the viewport, the stars stretched endlessly, waiting. And somewhere, across enemy space, fear was already spreading like wildfire.